life and beyond. More specifically, what's happening Wednesday.
So today we're going to be talking about Oogie Boogie Bash.
You
that
ignored
was
me.
the craziest thing that happened over the...
I call it the Oogie Boogie crash.
Yeah, it's the Oogie Boogie crash.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk a little bit about that. We're going to share about how our experience went.
Yeah.
When we got tickets, how it all happened.
How many hours did we invest in the game?
Yeah, and it was a lot. But first...
And we also want to hear from you guys about, your experience
First,
and
though,
all
we
that.
need to stop and say happy birthday to Miguel from Magic Journeys.
Happy birthday to you.
Today.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to McVie.
So I feel bad though because not everybody's in here yet. So
I know.
we'll
say
probably
it
do
again.
another one at the end.
We'll
so
let everybody get in here.
let everybody remember by the end to do that. So
yes.
Hello, I see Main Street Matt's here.
Matt's in the house.
I see a lot of friends. So yeah, today we're going to talk about, for everybody just getting in, we're going to talk about Oogie Boogie Bash. We're going to talk a little bit about Halloweentime at Disneyland.
Yeah.
More specifically, though, we're going to start off with reviewing just all the craziness of what it was yesterday, trying to get those tickets. We do notice that we've got a ton of questions about the Oogie Boogie Bash and about Halloweentime.
Yeah.
So we thought this would be a good chance to go over those questions.
Yes.
You can send them in and we'll pick them out and we'll kind of discuss them. But we're going to first, once everybody gets in here, we'll start to just share our story of how it went down for us.
Oh.
Which was
wild.
Pretty crazy. It was definitely an experience. I mean, we knew it was going to happen and be a long wait and be crazy, but I don't know. Maybe it was the dumb side of me that thought, maybe it won't be that bad. Maybe we'll be okay. I thought maybe they fixed the kinks. Well, it's going to be good. I was wrong.
Well,
I was very wrong.
I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, as I fix my shirt and I see the wrinkles and it makes me nuts. I believe that they're using that same system called Qit, right?
Yeah.
This is the same one they've been using for all of these that we've had issues with every time.
Yeah.
So
but I
just wanted to, bring that up, and it's part of the big part of it. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it, or if it's just something that because the demand is so high that there's no way around.
But I don't know if it's really a demand issue, because if that were the case, they all would have sold out, and they didn't.
Well, when I say
only
demand,
2 days that are sold
I
out.
guess what I mean by that is
how many people were on the site
at the same time, because I think as Disneyland fans and Disney fans, we know from the past how these things have worked, that if you don't get on right at the time to either get a boarding group or to purchase an after hours ticket for something very popular, any of those things, we all know and we're savvy of the fact that if you're not on there waiting in the queue and ready to strike at the hour that they say they're going to go, you're going to miss out. So I think that may be what the issue is, because everybody's doing it all at once, because everybody's either at work or they're at home or they're trying to do something else that is a responsible thing, and they're trying to do this at the same time, multiple devices. So I think that has something to do with it. In the end, yes, it seemed like everybody was able to get them and that there was more left. But I think it's that onslaught of trying to, you've got 1,000 people trying to funnel into one aisle. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? All at once. Whereas like the aisle's going to be open. We can all wait and make a nice long line and go through this aisle. But instead we all just go, boom, and just,
Right.
It's like trying to get into Adventureland with 50,000 people at once, and you try to run that corner behind the tiki room there where the bazaar is, and it's like trying to smash all these people into one thing. So I don't know.
Also, the website just crashed. So
that's my point, is that it's because of the influx of, we've heard this before for a lot of things, that you can break the internet by having too much demand on one singular thing that is being overloaded at the time. So
yeah, they definitely need to get better with it. So I'm going to read these super chats, and then we'll kind of share with you our story now that a lot of you guys are back in here. My nose is so itchy right now. I forgot my allergy pill, and I'm paying for it. Share a Dream Come True sent over $10. Thank you so much. And Danette, I hope I said your name right, sent over $5 and says, hi from Lordsburg, New Mexico. We got Oogie Boogie Bash tickets for October 14th. I really hope I see you guys.
Awesome.
Well, thank you.
You were successful. That's good to hear.
I think everybody ended up being successful because the days are still not out. So congratulations, though, that you got the tickets you wanted.
Yeah.
Disney Adventure Vlog sends $5 and says, I just came back from Disney World today and I'm at California Adventure right now. Wow,
Nice.
what an exhausting but fun time. Yeah, when I get back from Disney World, I just want to sleep. So congratulations.
Paul, you've been hitting it hard, my friend. Congrats to you, and keep up the good work, dude.
Marianne sends $5 and says 6-hour wait was insane for those tickets. Got them, but geez. Yeah, so what we'll do is we're gonna, if you listen to our podcast that we did with Bricky,
I think Bricky's in here.
Oh, good. We were talking to him about how, it's good for the replay viewers if we can actually, like, share the point, and then we'll kind of go back to the chat, kind of like he does on his Monday.
Right, instead of us going, whoa, all over the place trying to go from one subject to another.
So what I'm going to try and do is, like, screenshot things so that I don't forget.
So if you send a super chat while we're talking about this, don't worry, we're not going to miss it. We're going to screenshot it, and we're going to get back to it.
There's a couple things we want to talk about today. So we're going to start off, we're going to talk about our experience buying Oogie Boogie Bash tickets. So,
and when we say what you have to understand about this channel is that how we divide up the responsibilities. Katie is in charge of those things. She's in charge of the planning, the purchasing. She's really good with the internet and all that stuff. Being a millennial, you're a millennial, right?
Yeah, but you could be good with it too.
I'm just not. I'm too literal about things, and I'm like, well, it said to do this, and you'd be like, you just ignore that. Don't you know anything about the internet? Don't just fly by those screens. And I'm like, yeah, but I have to read the disclaimer. It says here that it's like, I'm too old school, and I think I slow down the process. So Katie's in charge of that stuff. She's been very successful with it. There's been things that obviously have not been successful, but that's where I say, wow, it must be really hard. If she can't get it or figure it out, and it involves the internet or making a reservation or buying something, and then it's got to be really hard for most people because Katie's really good at it, I have to say.
I'm all right with it.
I'm complimenting your...
I'm all right with it, thank you, but I feel like...
She's being humble, but she's really good at it. So
it's crazy,
cut back to Rise of the Resistance, opening day.
That was rough.
She had 5 YouTube channels, all in one party, in one group, so that we could all go and get this together. And she was in charge of getting those boarding groups for all of us. It was Fresh Bake, Justin Scard, Adam, Dylan, who else was there? I mean, it was everybody. You had everybody's life in your hands, and she did a great job and was successful.
I have to say it was really hard. If you're familiar with getting your Rise of the Resistance passes now, it basically has the tickets because there's a reservation system already selected. So, like, say you want to get a boarding group and you're going on July 13th or something like that.
Yeah.
That's the only day tickets that are going to pop up, right? Well, back then, prior to, the shutdown, you had to select the passes that were linked onto your account. So that took a lot of time. I know. That took a lot of time. And
I was telling her to screenshot the super chat, and she's like, I know.
Well, I do. That's
just
what I'm
backing
doing.
You up.
Sorry, I'm frustrated with my hair right now.
It's a
really
little obsessive.
Making me mad. Well, it's making me mad because it keeps bouncing back, and it's really irritating. Okay, there we go. That works. Ugh, I can't stand it. Like, it's irritating me.
Oh, boy.
Okay, so back to that. Anyway, yeah, you had to, select the tickets. It was crazy. Anyway, so let's go back to how we got our Oogie Boogie Bash tickets.
First of all, and really quick, I'm going to divert one more time.
Okay.
Shout out to Mark Bricky, who's in the house, Adventures in Design. The podcast for Theme Park Obsession dropped today.
Which we were actually going to talk about later on. But Spencer has just derailed this whole thing.
I'm not derailing. I'm teasing.
Once again.
I'm teasing. It's the art of teasing for the program. Mark knows exactly what I'm talking about.
That's good.
Yes. And I don't know how long Mark's going to be in the chat. If he's a busy man, I don't expect him to stay here the whole time. If he does, I love that about you, bro. But I just wanted to kind of give props and say what an amazing podcaster he is, what an amazing, that series is amazing that he's done with the creators. And so please go give that a watch and a listen and a like and a comment.
Yeah, I linked it in my Instagram.
As well as follow his channel for everything that he offers. And now we will move into the category that you so wish to talk about.
Okay, and we will talk more about the podcast stuff a
we
little
will.
bit later.
We'll go into some depth about it, yeah.
That is on our agenda.
Yes.
But
it's a good tease, though, right?
Yeah,
It's a pretty good tease.
So what we're going to do is we're going to share with you how it all happened. So we did a staycation at the Disneyland Hotel, as a few people saw
yes.
on my Instagram, and that was poorly timed out because we knew that we were going to have to buy those tickets and check out that day, which, as you know, the Disneyland Hotel and all that Wi-Fi situation is not, the greatest. So that was really crappy, and we just knew that's how it was going to be. But, we did it. I have it already. So we did it, and oh my gosh. So you have to be out of the room by 11 o'clock. I got on at about 8:50, and that's when that little, what do you call it? That's when that little, kind of that pre-queue started, or the queue thing that was like, you'll be moved into the line once it goes live at, 9 o'clock or whatever it was. So 9 o'clock rolls around, and I still wasn't in the, queue thing. But a couple of my friends were like, oh yeah, I'm like, it's giving me a 55-minute thing. And I'm like, what the heck? I was on there. So we really just waited and waited and waited.
And
nothing
right?
happened. But then I went on Spencer's computer at about 9:30, maybe about 9:20. And at 9:20, it was like, you have 55 minutes, and it started to do the countdown. So my phone that I had been on early did nothing. It did not matter. It must have been a random thing, now that I'm thinking about it.
I've heard that it's random. I've heard that, yeah.
But then it says on there that you have a place in line, so it makes you think that you kind of have a spot in line, but you don't. So it was a lottery, basically. So anyway, the one on the computer started going down. It got all the way down to about 20 minutes and then said over an hour again. So it was just, and it kept doing that. I mean, we needed to check out of the hotel. We were on the Wi-Fi on the computer, and the computer was the only one that was actually working. So I refreshed my phone. I mean, it was absolute madness. Thankfully, we had a good friend that was able to get them for us. And then, for one of the dates, and then we actually got on and got our other dates, and that's how it worked. But just
we covered
to
our
be truthful,
bets, though. In a sense,
just to be truthful for you, that's what happened for us.
Yeah,
it was a crazy long process.
And we've done the same thing for folks that also were in the predicament that we were in, where we had gotten in, and we said, hey, do you want us to get you some tickets because we're in? And they'd say yes, and we would, make those transactions.
So now I'm going to read some of these comments and super chats, and then we'll go into a little bit more about that.
Yes.
Kenzie sends $5 and says, love you guys and miss you guys. Looking forward to our very first Oogie Boogie Bash. What should Kira and I dress up as?
Oh, wow.
Laverne and Shirley.
Ooh, that'd be good.
Susie sends $3 and says, Oogie Boogie on the 26th of September, my first time. Well, enjoy. That's going to be so much fun.
Wow, first time.
Mickey sends $5 and says, we had some magic happening because I got online at 8:45, had my tickets by 9:30. I'm going on the 19th of September.
Wow.
So that was the thing. I think around 9:59 or something like that, I think that's when the thing broke, and it didn't come back on until maybe 11:50-ish, 12:30, something like that. PNW Collectors sends $5 and says, can you still use cash in Disneyland, or do you have to use debit or credit card for everything? I think you can still use cash.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
I believe you're allowed to.
Yeah.
Thaddeus sends $10 and says, hey, Katie and Spencer, we will be at Disneyland in November. We already have our room reserved at the Grand California.
Nice.
We would love to meet you guys. Lunch on us. Oh, thank you.
Thanks,
It'd
Thaddeus.
be great to meet you, and that sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Blakely says, I waited 7.5 hours. Susie said, I got on the computer first, but it said over an hour, so I got on my phone and had tickets in 20 minutes. So it definitely was a lottery. That's what I'm reading from a lot of people.
Look at this.
We waited almost 10 hours, but did end up getting the dates we wanted.
Adam Mara, yeah.
Isn't it crazy that we could have just waited until today? I mean, minus, I think it's the 28th of October.
But if you really want to go, you can't take that risk.
No, you can't take that risk.
That's a big gamble to wait that long. And I mean, that's why I call it Oogie Boogie Crash, because it's like, you just don't know, man. You got to just...
Yeah, it is wild to me, though.
Yeah. Here's somebody.
I don't understand.
Danette says, luckily I only waited 30 minutes, but logged in right at 9 o'clock. So I wonder sometimes if you're in the pre-queue, does it slow you down, or are they allowing?
Well, I don't know, because some of my friends
works.
Also got on like 9:15, and they waited 6 hours, 7 hours. So it really was a lottery system.
Blakely Olson puts it well. Says I got mine for 9.5, and it was the wildest ride on the internet. Yes,
sure
it was.
Aaron sends $5 and says, "Have you guys seen breakfast chimichangas in the park since opening? Also, Katie, you look so pretty in today's vlog." Oh, thank you. I haven't seen them, but we haven't really been in the mornings too often.
That's true.
We tend to not do that a lot in the summer. In the summer, we're more there nighttime.
Yeah.
Just because it's too hot.
Yeah.
Hang 10 with Tommy sends $5 and says, "Hey guys, finally started my YouTube channel, inspired by you guys. What's something that you learned and wish you knew when you first started?" Oh,
that's a good question. And congratulations, Tommy.
Congrats.
Good luck. Something that we learned. Well, I'll let you answer first.
I don't know.
Something that we learned that we made a mistake on assuming that this was the right way to go. Here's what I'll say, Tommy, is like in the beginning I was very critical of myself and kind of micromanaged every word I said, and was a little bit hesitant to show how I really felt about things. And now it's like I don't put a lot of effort into that. I just kind of trust myself and put my kind of heart out there, as much as humanly possible. And I feel like that's benefited myself, and I feel like it's benefited, the content of like, here's the flavor, here's what I like, here's how we feel about it. I don't know. I think being honest and not holding back too much, like show who you are, as opposed to maybe just, showing what you're interested in, but like tell us how you feel about it and why we should watch you and why your take on it is unique to you. I think maybe that's something I kind of learned. So
that's kind of it's kind of weird, but like I guess I know this might not apply to you if you don't wear makeup, but just like don't be afraid to like be 100% yourself. Like even if you're having like
that's a good way to put it,
not the best day.
Yeah.
Like I honestly am so tired right now, and like I'm stressed out about a couple things, not in the bad way at all, but like don't be afraid to be that way, because maybe you're going to make somebody else feel like they can relate to you. Like I've been doing this What's Happening Wednesday live stream for how long, and I think you guys have seen me at my absolute best and my absolute worst, and I think that just don't be afraid to like it's better to be who you really are in that day, and don't come on and be something fake just because you think people are going to like it more. It's better to be that way. Angelo Chavez sends $20 and says, "I waited 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. My gosh.
Oh my gosh.
I got what I wanted. Headed to Disneyland tomorrow. Will you guys be there?" Wow. No, we will not be at Disneyland tomorrow, but wow, that is commitment.
That's a full shift. That is a wow.
Let me see. Susie said, "I definitely think it was a lottery." Eric says, "The Howard Johnson Skycam has the fireworks at Disneyland." Oh, yeah. That's cool. Yeah, pretty craziness. Anyway, so...
thank you, Danny Loves Life, for that compliment.
So what we want to next kind of talk about is, is kind of, I want to answer some of your questions that you have about Oogie Boogie, and I do want to spend the time to remind you. I know I did in our announcement video, but I want to remind you that we went to Oogie Boogie's before and filmed some pretty comprehensive videos for you.
Yeah.
So I encourage you to go through our channel and watch those.
Yeah.
Just so you kind of know what to expect. If you don't want to ruin the complete surprise, okay, that totally makes sense. But to kind of get you in the mood and whatnot, we have Halloweentime, we have all that stuff. So feel free to check that out. So without further ado...
By the way, somebody just said Happy Shark Week. Who was that? Ashley?
Is it Shark Week?
Is
it though?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. Yeah. I'm like, is
but
it though?
Somebody,
dun, 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 dun.
I heard somebody say that it was on Discovery Plus, though, like on the paid platform, that it's not on the regular Discovery this year. Is that true? I don't know. Okay. Anyways, I digress.
Well, TV and all that stuff is changing.
Yeah.
Kenzie asked, are all the rides open during Oogie Boogie's Bash? From my knowledge, they were. Every time we've gone, they were.
Even Grizzly, right?
What?
Grizzly as well?
Yeah, I thought everything was open. It was when I was there. Sam sends $5 and says, staying at the Disneyland Hotel this weekend, what time should we head to the park for rope drop, and what do you recommend riding first for shorter lines? I think you should head to the park at least an hour and a half before it opens. And what do you recommend riding first for shorter lines? I would say any of the bigger attractions like Space Mountain or Indiana Jones would be your best bet.
Yeah, they have the biggest wait time, so.
Do different things happen on different days for Oogie Boogie Bash? No. Everything's the same, pretty much. The only thing that's different is like the actual people there, their costumes.
Right.
But all that stuff will be the same.
Yeah.
Do you think it will be real hot in October? It will be boiling.
Likely.
It will be, no, it's not liking. It is likely. It is guaranteed you will melt your face off. It is very hot.
But
no, it's not cool ever.
To be fair, there are some times that, historically speaking, she's right. It's usually pretty hot, but there are times when it cools off at night as well. So you got to look ahead at the 10-day forecast. Is probably the best thing you can do.
Maybe I'll say it cools down at night. I'll give you that.
Because I remember that from being a kid growing up in SoCal in October.
But now it's
for the most
really
part
hot.
are always hot. But then there was those oddball years where sometimes it would rain. Sometimes
Yeah, but I'm gonna say, just like when people say like, do you think it'll be crowded? Assume it will always be crowded.
Yeah.
Assume that it will be hot. Very hot. Very hot.
Yeah.
So that's why I am triggered when you say like, well, sort of. No, it's hot.
No,
that's my biggest complaint always is I'm always like, it's hot, and I'm miserable.
Yeah, either Katie says it's hot or I'm tired.
Yes.
Or I'm hungry.
Yes. Raymond sends $2 and says, is any buffet open, and what is your take on it? Buffet at Disneyland, we don't have any of those right now. I don't even think we ever did. Maybe like Club 33 did a long time ago.
But if you may be referring to Vegas, there's a lot of those open now.
Yeah, not all of them though.
But a lot.
I'd say there's like 5 open right now.
Yeah.
There's a lot that may never open. So
yeah.
To be honest with you, I think Storytellers, that's buffet style. There you go. But it's not like at Disneyland, I guess.
Yeah, because that's at the hotel.
Grand Californian.
Yeah.
Peter sends $20 and says, any word on Fantasmic coming back since fireworks are back? Thank you, Peter. Fantasmic will likely come back. From what I understand, it would come back to both coasts at the same time, but it seems again like it is a cast staffing issue. My guess, if I had to take a wild guess, I would say end of summer, maybe. If we're lucky, or next year sometime. If I had to take a wild guess.
If you see those tables go away from Rivers of America that are there's a bunch of tables parked right in there, then you'll know that, it's about to go down.
Yes.
We might know before that.
Has Disneyland been opening early? If posted time is 8 o'clock, or they open at 7?
What they do is they open the gates early sometimes to let people
No, they
in.
always open the gates early, but
like
it's how early it ranges. That's what you meant to say.
But that doesn't mean the rides are open or anything. They just open.
No. You will always do a rope drop. That's what we call a rope drop.
Yeah.
The actual time that they open the park will always be when they listed it. They won't ever go it's 7:45, we're gonna drop the rope and let everybody in.
Right.
That won't happen. But will they let you into Main Street and wait? That is usually anywhere from 45 minutes to 30 minutes. It kind of depends on the day, the cast,
the amount of people,
how it's gonna go. This shirt is from the Disney Witch, and it's a play on December Underground, AFI, but it's Alice in Wonderland. So I have a couple of these shirts to show you guys, and I'll eventually put them on my Instagram, and I'll be wearing them to the park and all that stuff. But her Instagram shop, it's on Etsy, I believe, but it's it's the Disney Witch. Disney Witch or the Disney Witch. I don't know off the top of my head. Let me look real quick.
Which Disney Witch was it?
Hold on, let me see. Walt Disney World was opening early. Yeah, Disneyland doesn't do that.
And then, and so we're clear too. Some people don't even know what rope drop is, but it's kind of the ceremony in sorts of where everybody's kind of lined up at the ropes, and then once the ropes are released and the time comes, they will let you into the park. There's no such thing as rope drop for downtown Disney or anything like that. It is purely for Disneyland Park.
Somebody asked me that the other day. I don't know where I was, but somebody, I think I was at when we were at the Disneyland Hotel.
Yeah.
I ran into somebody who was like, oh, hey, I watch your channel or something like that. And then they were like, don't you think this is a good spot to be at for rope drop to downtown Disney? I was like, there's no such thing.
There's no such thing.
So if you ever see
Rope
that,
drop
there's
is
not.
for the park.
Okay, so it's called The Disney Witch on Instagram. You can go to thedisneywitch.com, and that's where all of her shirts are. And you can see she has a couple. I have this one. This is one I got. And then I have...
You ever have that ice cream sandwich called the Witch Witch?
Yeah.
So good.
Where's the other one I have? The other one I have is... It's a play on the Black Parade. Here it is. The Main Street Electrical Parade, but it's like My Chemical Romance. So I got that one too. All right, let me get back to the comments here.
Back to the task at hand.
Kira sends $5 and says, "Hi guys, Kenzie and I got our Oogie Boogie tickets at 3 a.m. when it finally loaded for us." Oh my gosh. Tanner sends $2 and says, "Can you get everything at Oogie done in one night?" You can if you get there at 3.
Yeah.
I would say if you get there at 6, it's going to be a little challenging because the lines for the treat trails get very long.
Yeah.
And if you mean by everything, if you're saying all the like rides in DCA, if that counts on your list, then I would say that would be something else.
Yeah, that's a little tougher.
Raymond sends $5 and says, "I was at Walmart last night and they had a food and merchandise shortage. And how many here Walmart like that here?" I haven't seen that here, but I also haven't been there in a bit.
That's
Jeremy
crazy.
sends $5 and says, "Spencer, Katie, any word on when the monorail will reopen at Disneyland?" I had heard sometime in July, but I think that's changing too. I'm not sure. I feel like it's going to be one of those things that just randomly happens one day.
And again, agree or disagree with me that it has a lot to do with cast member availability.
I think that's what it is.
And having enough people to operate the park at the way it takes a lot of people.
Brian Garcia, which we got to finally meet in person.
got to see in person. That was so cool.
Sends $25 and says, "Hello to my wonderful friends. It was a pleasure meeting you both on Sunday, and you made my mom happy. You both rock. Thanks for everything you both do. Love the Garcia family. We love you both. We love you guys."
Garcia's. You guys, you may or may not have seen. I'll give you a little shout out in the last video. See if you can find it. You may have already, but who knows.
What treats do you recommend I try at the Oogie Boogie Bash? I would say whatever you saw in our last year's videos, I would recommend those because I think we really tried a lot of food. I think we've tried all the food that was there, if I'm not mistaken, minus like spicy stuff.
Yeah.
I think we've tried just about everything there.
Yeah.
Katie, where did you get your firework ears? Those were what are they called? The Minnie's main attraction thing. So they were I think they only released like a certain time for a limited run. So I'd maybe check on like Poshmark or reselling sites to see if anybody's selling a pair of those.
Hold on. Somebody's saying that they went to Disneyland last week and the monorail was open and I went on it a couple of times. That is completely false, but nice try.
What is?
Somebody said that the monorail was open, that they went on it twice last week. I'm like...
Are you talking about the Walt Disney World one?
Maybe Walt Disney World, but not at Disneyland.
Are you guys going to dress up for Oogie Boogie? Probably not. There's a few reasons why. Number one, we really want to put the effort into the vlogs, and it's really hard when you have to kind of like adjust a costume.
Yeah.
Plus that we're kind of doing daily content, and it's just really hard to like do all of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and plus that, I'm going to add on one more thing. I get very hot.
Yeah.
I'm sweating profusely, and I don't like it.
The last time I wore a costume at Disneyland, I think it was when I wore the Chewbacca costume that I created. I had nowhere to put my batteries or nowhere to put my stuff for filming, and it was just like, it was really inhibiting as far as what was going on. So,
are all towers open at the Disneyland Hotel? Was it hard to get into Trader Sam's? We are going to cover all of that in the next couple of videos that you see coming out over the next like few days. All of those answers will be questions will be answered. The firework ears were Minnie's main attraction December ears. You can only get them at resellers now. Okay, thank you for confirming that. Lounge 57, I think you mean Steakhouse 55 is closed forever, and yes, that was a big blow to us. Okay, so the next thing that if there's or let me know before we move on, is there any more Oogie Boogie Bash questions? And quick, I'm going to fix something on my phone. I'll be right back.
Jen says, Spence, dress up as Indiana Jones. That way you get to wear your vest. Well, I don't know if Indy would wear the vest, but maybe as a Jungle Cruise, enthusiast or an explorer, right? I think that's a great idea, Jen. We got to get that vest in the vlog somehow. You should try your vest finally to get to see Indy. Yeah, I know. 48 days away from Disney, Angel Clark. Awesome. I'm reading off my computer. You guys, hold on. Let me read off this instead. Is it okay for an adult to wear a full face of clown makeup, or do you need to see adult faces? No, I think you can wear makeup, because I'd seen people do that before. I know Chris Provost was Hades, and he had full makeup on his face and a wig and everything, but you could still see his face itself. What else here? Hang 10 with Tommy sends $4.99. Oh, that was from Hang 10 Tommy. Thank you for the donation, Tommy. And yeah, I think you can wear makeup on your face.
Somebody said, is there anything you would skip at Oogie Boogie? I would say if you are not with children and you're not really into shows, I would say you should maybe skip the little... it's over on the Disney Junior stage.
Oh, yeah.
I would say maybe skip that.
It's like a little sing-along thing, right? Isn't that what that is?
I don't think it's really a sing-along.
But it's just a little fun, little spooky thing for the kids.
It's kind of like a stage show thing.
It's a little bit interactive.
Yeah, Arrowhead DJ sends $5. Thank you so much.
Thank
Katie,
you.
can you tell me where you got your necklace? Love it. I got it from Kohl's. Any ideas on how to convince my wife, Nicole, to go to the Oogie Boogie Bash?
Well, I mean, if she's into Halloween at all, it is a really fun event that it makes you feel like you're in that mood. You know how like at Christmas time at Disneyland, I think it gets you in the Christmas vibe more than anywhere else in SoCal. I've always said it. And
Tell
I
her
think
you get candy.
And she gets candy. And I think Oogie Boogie is that way where it really puts you in that spooky vibe and that season, even though it's not, super scary like something like a Halloween Horror Nights. It's very like, it's moody. It gets you in the mood of Halloween. I think
what
it does a good
didn't
job
work
of that.
last time that may be different this year? What didn't work last time, I think, personally, and I know it might be for mechanical reasons, but the World of Color type Halloween show was not that good. So I'm actually happy that won't be happening, because I think what that will do is possibly allow for more treat trails or something else over in that area.
Yeah.
Instead. That's my opinion. That's kind of what I think. So I don't know, but I think that might be what it is. I saw a video of the Disney Junior show. Thanks for the advice. Probably will skip. Yeah, we have it on our channel. So if you want to kind of see it, like, hey, is this something I might want to skip or not, to save some time? Yes. Another thing I would do is wait to go to some of the treat trails that look really long. Skip it and go to another one, because we found that towards the last hour of the night, a lot of people go home, especially with their kids. They can't really stay up till 11, so by 10 o'clock we usually fly through the candy lines.
Yeah.
Missed some vlogs. Did Spencer quit the stage director job? Love you guys.
I didn't really quit. I just, there was a little thing that happened last year that kind of prevented a lot of work from happening. So there's just not a lot going on. So I focused my energies on this. And, there may be some projects for me in the future coming up, but at the same time, I didn't quit. If that's your question.
What dates are you guys going? I'm pretty sure you have mentioned it. No, we are going on the first day, the opening day, and then we're going to go on the 23rd of September.
Yeah.
Now, the good part about us going on the 23rd is we had said it in our announcement video that we were not going to bring Kaylee this year, but we decided we would bring my mom and we're going to bring my stepdad. And we're going to do it. So we got Kaylee a ticket. It'll be her first Oogie Boogie Bash. So through the eyes of a 6-year-old.
Yeah.
Mr. Robin Nass sends $20 and says, I already had my trip planned and I was so excited when Oogie Boogie was announced. I got my tickets for September 21st. How will Web Slingers work during the party? Hope to meet you guys when I am there there that week. I'll buy a round. Thank you.
That's a good question about
I don't
Web
think
Slingers.
it's going to be part of the mix. I don't think. Now, the other thing that they could do is just make it a standby queue. It really will depend on staffing and whatnot. That's what I think.
But I don't think do you think that they're not going to have Avengers Campus open?
Why wouldn't they? Or why would they not? If they have the whole park open, they might. That's probably where some treat trails will be too. It's
Right,
part
but
of the
then
park.
why wouldn't web slingers be open?
Because it's on a virtual queue right now only.
Right, but why wouldn't it for the party where you have a limited amount of people where it's not going to...
They might be. That's why I said it'd be
Yeah.
one or the other. That's what I just said.
No, I know, but
Somebody wasn't listening.
I was listening. I'm asking.
Somebody
I'm being devil's
wasn't
advocate.
But I said it.
Somebody's
I said
cranky
that
tonight,
already.
and you're looking at it right
I
there.
said that already.
Somebody's cranky tonight.
I'm
and
gonna
you're
hit
looking
you
at
with
her.
the Topo Chico
See,
bottle.
I told you. There it is.
Arrowhead DJ sends $5. Says, "Hey there, do you have any theories? October 19th, Tuesday. Oh, any theories why October the 19th on a Tuesday sold out quickly? It might be for the price and the fact that it's the beginning of October. Sometimes it's just the way the price goes and whatnot. I think that's what it is. Going to the park next week, can I have top 5 foods and snacks? It really just depends on what you actually like. I would say
churros, corn dogs, beignets, and
Dole Whip.
And Dole Whip. There's those kind of must-haves.
Yes. Jansen sends $5 and says,
Jansen.
"Hi, Best Life and Beyond. Is 5 hours enough time to enjoy the Oogie Boogie Bash?" Yeah, I'd say just maybe don't hit every treat trail.
Yeah.
Things not to miss would be like Villains Grove. I think that's like one of the top things that
but
is
just be aware,
incredible.
it's going to fly by.
Mm-hmm.
Those 5 hours are going to feel like 2.
Mm-hmm.
Just making you aware.
Oh, they announced web slingers would not be part of it. Okay, I must not have seen that.
Oh, wow.
Do you know if they'll have Halloween decorations up by Labor Day weekend? Yes, because Halloweentime at Disneyland starts...
Pretty early.
Wait, when is Labor Day? Is Labor Day
Labor
the
Day is
second week of September?
First week. It's like September 1 and 2 usually.
So then, yes, it will be up by then. Would be part of it. Okay, well then I don't know if it's going to be a virtual
I hope it
queue.
is because Bricky made a good point in his in talking about it, saying like it's a great opportunity to go to the Oogie Boogie Bash if you want to just go on rides and kind of not do too much of the Halloween stuff because the rides are a lot emptier because everybody's doing photo ops and treat trails and all the Halloween stuff. So you can really get on attractions fairly easily.
Now,
it's a good opportunity.
Can you
for
get
that.
on a bunch of attractions from 3 to 6? That's where it's going to be very congested. Don't think that you're going to go in there from 3 to 6 and just get up 15-minute wait times.
Because
it's
you're
not going to happen
mixing.
because the treat trails aren't even up yet. The treat trails start open at 6 o'clock to my memory. From what I remember. So what he's talking about, that walking on attractions, if you don't even care about treat trails and all that,
the party.
we're talking about 6 o'clock to 11 o'clock is when they're...
Because when you're in early mixing with the park guests, who knows what you're up against because they're in their last crunch effort because they know they're getting asked to leave at 6 o'clock. So it could be crowded at that point. But, you could still get something done. I think this year we talked about it. We're going to go early.
Yeah.
We normally don't go early because we were APs and we're always there. But now it's like, no, we'll go and maximize our time and, get the 8 hours, I think it is total.
I don't.
Yeah, 5 for the party and then 3 extra hours in the beginning.
Yeah. Let's see. Hold on, I'm going to block this troll. Goodbye. Don't make fun of anybody. Let's see. Nothing yet about Carnation Cafe. Yeah, we haven't seen or heard anything. Excuse me. This will be my first Disney trip since the pandemic. Wow. Congratulations.
Wow, cool. Right
That's
on, Thompson.
awesome.
Yeah.
I think Spence should dress up like Patrick for Oogie Boogie.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That's not a good idea.
That's a great idea. Would I just stay in character all night?
No.
Tis a fine
No
thing.
one would watch the vlog.
Yeah, they might.
I
Look,
wouldn't.
I mean,
Was fun seeing Adam the Woo back in Disneyland. It sure was. That was a great thing. Tommy sends $5 and says, "Hi, Katie and Spencer. Loved your summer nights video so much. That has always been my favorite time to be in the parks. Love you guys. It is a great time. It really is. We're honestly not there in the mornings or the daytime during the summer. It's just not as fun, It's like there's something about the summer nights, like it's got its own vibe, and I hope that really translated into that.
Especially
vlog
when the
for
days
you.
are long and it gets dark at like 8:30 at night or 9 o'clock. It's kind of cool.
It's great. Okay, so I hope that's the gist of, or the the questions. I hope we got to a lot of your questions. If there's any more.
It's what I call the Oogie Boogie breakdown.
Yeah.
Break it down, Oogie Boogie.
Katie, did you get a chance to hang up those ear holders yet? No. I have not done so much. Oh my gosh.
Right on, Steve Madrid. Oh, Katie, 'tis a fine thing.
A Patrick vlog would make my year. Oh my gosh.
See?
No.
I'm telling you right now. Hello, Miami. Angel.
When will the parades be back yet? Right now we have the cavalcades back. I
wouldn't necessarily call them parades. I mean, they have a parade-esque vibe to them because they move down a parade corridor, but it's a cavalcade.
Yeah. So when would they be back? Oof, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't have I don't have any indication for that. Maybe Christmas. Like maybe we'd get the holiday parade. Or
cool.
the Oogie Boogie Bash. I guess that technically would be. But if you're talking about like your regular park parade, I would say holidays would maybe be when that happens.
That makes sense.
Michelle sends $10 and says Labor Day is the first Monday of September. Okay.
Yes.
So then, yeah, decorations will be up by then. Courtney Nakashima sends $20 and says, Aloha, just because I love you guys. Use this for some cold brew black decaf.
Oh.
Or black calf. Thank you.
Yes. That's the
Hope to
Galaxy's
meet
Edge
you
coffee.
folks in Disneyland someday soon. That would be amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, Galaxy's Edge, Docking Bay 7 is what Courtney's talking about right
So good. Raymond sends $5 and says, have you or do you think of doing a Christmas in July video? We don't, because our July is really busy. We actually have a lot going on for July.
Yeah.
And it's kind of planned out already, and, I don't really do that. Any word on character meet and greets without distancing returning? No word on that. The only thing that they have mentioned in Parks blog is that we hope to get that back soon, but we don't have any immediate plans right now.
Right.
Can you show us how to link our tickets, please? Thanks, Terry. So if you go to your Disneyland app, there's a little part where you go to tickets and passes, and you hit the little plus sign, and you just link the barcode thing right there. It's fairly simple. But
And by the way, doubling back to the thing about characters, the only thing we've seen that comes close to it changing is that Chewie is now down below the Falcon. He's set back about 10 feet behind a barrier, but he's on the ground level, whereas before everybody was kind of raised up or on a stage or at the train station. Like they've always been a little bit above and distanced. Chewie is now on the ground. It's still 10 feet away, but he's on the same plane of existence. So I'm hoping that we're working towards getting that back based on that, because that was kind of a new thing a couple weeks ago. So.
Off Disney, my husband loves the salad dressing from Trader Joe's that you recommended, Katie. Oh, that's good. I love that. Post a shamrock for everyone who wants Patrick appearance at Oogie Boogie. I feel like he might hobble over there during the party.
Hobble? You act like he's got some sort of impediment.
Well, he does hobble, though. He
doesn't hobble.
He has his little cane.
That's a shillelagh, Katie.
Okay.
That's a shillelagh.
Okay. When are you guys coming back up to the Bay Area? We don't have any immediate plans yet. I'm hoping.
Look at all those shamrocks, by the way.
I know. That's why I said I think he'll hobble.
Shamrocks and shenanigans, Katie.
When do you think Disney will be back to regular hours again? Kind of falls under that umbrella of staffing and then people being in the park. There's that whole like supply and demand type thing, because I think the thing is Disneyland took a heck of a hit, and they are still pinching pennies, and there's
this is
so
a good
much
question,
going
Katie,
on.
that you might be able to answer. It was Johanna, and she had said, I was able to snag Blue Bayou reservations, but do you think I can add one additional person the day of?
Yeah, sometimes they're pretty good about that.
Yeah.
It's easier at Walt Disney World. Disneyland can sometimes be a little bit more strict about that, but 9 times out of 10, I've had about a 90% success rate with that when I've had to add a person. How much time of access to the park does an Oogie Boogie ticket allot you besides the 5 hours of the actual event? You get to get in as early as 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
So I don't know how many hours that is.
3 hours added.
Disney is pinching pennies, yeah, because they're trying to change stuff with casting. They're trying to give you discount tickets instead of just bringing a membership back.
Recoup a massive loss, like a lot of companies are doing.
They
right
also
now.
changed the price of the Spirit jerseys a little bit. Like those went up a couple dollars. So it's like it's just consistent that they're like.
Now, to be fair, that stuff happens on the yearly basis, anyways, or every
True.
couple of years. Things go up, and but make no mistake, they did take a big hit, and they are a business. They are, looking at the money and the finances, and they have to operate from that because it is a business.
Yeah.
You can't.
Are you planning to come to Halloween Horror Nights in Orlando? Yes, we're so excited. It'll be our first time. Just inflation? No. The staffing thing that we're talking about is there. I don't know what the word is because I'm not good with all that. It's like they're having like a third party come and do. They're not like using their I can't remember what it's called.
Well, it's something to the effect of they're going outside of their realm of hiring because
and they're getting like you can pay cheaper type thing.
Something going on like that.
I can't remember. Have you ever been to Not Scary From? Yeah, we have at least 3 or 4 videos of us at outsourcing. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael.
I'm like sitting here like. So again, for anybody who's just in here, I didn't take my allergy medicine today, and so my eyes have been so itchy, and whenever I don't like take it, I just get so itchy and then drowsy from it. So I apologize. That's what's kind of bothering me tonight. I'm like, is it true that Florida has to start wearing masks again? No, until that's an actual like mandate and not law. Yeah, I guess it is mandate. Until that is. That way, then, that's when you'll know. Like, you could say that people recommend it or they think they should, and, And again, I think it was just the Orange County mayor. It wasn't the governor. So.
I have a question, even though I know the answer, but I'm just going to say it because some people always wonder, is like, can you bring your own trick-or-treat bag? Like something of a bigger, because they give you a tiny little one that's about this big that holds like, not even one trail's worth of candy, but you could bring a pillowcase, bring a backpack. You could bring 2 pillowcases and 2 backpacks. There's really no limit. I mean, you could score. There was a year, I have an allergy too. There was a year where we collected so much candy between, 4 or 5 people that we had it on Main Street. We set it all up, and it was like, I think we needed a stroller to get it out of there. It like was hurting my back. I had so much candy. It was out of control.
Deanna sends $5 and says, confused. Can you spend the whole day there and go to a Boogie Bash and then have to leave if you're just a daytime guest when Boogie starts? Let me read that again. Can you spend a whole day there and go to the Boogie Bash and you have to leave if you're a daytime guest? So yeah, if you're a daytime guest, you have to leave at 6 o'clock.
Right, but if you have a ticket,
and a reservation for that day,
you can just stay.
You have to exit and go back in with your Boogie Bash ticket before 6 o'clock or after, anytime after.
Wasn't there a thing where you could go get a wristband while you were still in the park?
Sometimes they do that, but that's not like. Sometimes you'd be able to go, oh, hey, I have a ticket, and if they have the ability to, they can scan it. They did that a lot at Mickey's Halloween party over at Disneyland.
Right. As APs, we'd already be in the park, and we'd be like, oh, and look, it's almost 3 o'clock. Let's go get our wristband so that we don't have to deal with
So
having to
I
leave
hope
and
that
come
answered
back.
your question, Deanna. I want to make sure that I answered it correctly.
Yeah, you can get that 3 hours free with your Oogie Boogie ticket, but anything beyond that, you have to have a reservation.
Mr. Robin now sends $2 and says, you are going to Oogie Boogie on 9/23. Can I change my dates? I don't think you can change your dates. You'd probably have to sell your tickets and then buy a new one. They clear the park normally. Let me see. I answered it correctly. Okay, good. Randomly caught the video with Blue Guy today. About died laughing. Oh my gosh, that was a crazy live stream. It was a live stream, right? That was when we met Blue Guy.
I don't know.
Tickets go on sale tomorrow, right? No, tickets are already on sale. They are still actively on sale. There's a couple days that are already sold out. To be honest, I wish we would have booked more days, and I still look at the calendar and I'm like salivating thinking I want to go a couple more times, and I will just spend that money. But then I'm like, we have to plan for Florida in October, and so it's better I don't do it. Last party you just had to show wristband to get by once they start pushing out day guests. Yeah, but it's to go get your wristband. You'd have to exit or find somebody that's able to scan your ticket. So that's what it is. I feel like it's not fair because regularly you would pay for a whole day with the same price and you have to leave. It's the same price. I know. We've said that too. Mia. Yeah, we thought the same thing.
We've had that happen with private parties that happen in the park, where a company can rent out, like a radio station will rent out DCA on random days, and they'll have their own type of party, and they'll give away tickets on their radio station for it. But on those days, as APs and park guests, we're all escorted out because, like, oh, why is it closed at 6 today? Well, there's a private party. So
Right.
it happens for multiple reasons, not just for Oogie Boogie. So
Oh my
it's
eyes.
the nature of it when people, or if somebody with a lot of money rents out Disneyland for a wedding, which has happened while we've been there, that's just how it goes.
Yeah. Neil sends $10 and says, "Thank you for getting me through the worst of the situation. You two helped lift my spirits when I was at my worst. Escaping to your world helped when I was much needed relief from the rigors of life." Well, thank you, Neil.
Thanks,
I'm happy
Neil.
you're here, and I'm happy that helped you in any way.
You helped us by being there, so we
Yeah, it
appreciate
is.
you.
It does go both ways. We tell people that a lot. Oogie Boogie includes photo pass for the party. Yes,
Yes.
it does. Pixar Charlie, he made it.
Pixar.
Hi, Pixar Charlie. I just got in. Katie, are you crying? No, I was. Thank you for everybody who just got in. I'm super groggy and tired because I didn't take my allergy medication, so my eyes are so watery and itchy, and it's irritating me to no belief. So I keep rubbing them and itching them, and I'm like, "Ugh," like I'm seeing cross-eyed. The Disney Witch here. Oh, good. There
Oh,
you
nice.
go. Thank you so much for wearing our shirt. I hope you love it. There you go. Right there.
In
That's
the
the one I
house.
was telling you about earlier. That's where you get it. thedisneywitch.com. And it's not just this shirt. There's more. You'll see. Thank you, guys. I'm going to share on my Instagram and stuff later on this next week coming up. I linked my tickets to Oogie Boogie, but I misspelled my name. Can I edit it on the app? It doesn't need to match anything. They don't check really any IDs or anything like that. If you got a letter, no, don't even worry about it.
Yeah.
I've yet to see them check an ID for anything like that. So don't worry about that. I would still like to go on the 28th for my birthday, but I'm debating because of the pricing, like I said before. I think the 28th might have sold out. I think.
Oh, Disney Rush 33. Hello from Taos, New Mexico. My old town. Used to live there.
Let me see here.
Love
oh my
Taos.
god. The applause box had me cracking up in your last video. That was so... I love the applause box. It's the best. Anthony sends $5 and says, "Did Katie kill Patrick? We haven't seen him in weeks and we miss him." I wish I did. He's been at Disneyland.
Yeah, he's had a lot
And
of...
if you watch our vlogs, Spencer says hi to him quite a few times.
I try.
He was actually in our last vlog that was up, right?
He was, yeah, briefly.
Let me see here. Does anyone know why the 28th sold out so fast? Something special? No. Usually when days sell out,
I think
it's
it was the
because
most...
of price and
yeah.
where they're at, like in the week or the month. A lot of times you'll see that the beginning of October and the end of October are the first days to sort of sell out. And then sometimes the opening day will sell out. So in recent years past, that's what it's looked like. Don't frantic. Nothing different will happen on any of those nights. It will all be the same. It's just about price, availability.
I think one year there was a Friday the 13th that went pretty quick because people wanted to go for the idea of Friday the 13th and all that.
Which is great. So that's what happens. So don't think that you're missing something if you're looking at that going, what could that be? Okay, so right now, Frozen Ice Queen says that the 28th, 19th of October, 21st of October, 30th of October, and 31st are all sold out right now.
Oh.
Wish we could have got... okay, bye, Charlie. I wish we could have got Halloween. I thought about that, but I guess we'll find something else to do. I still have my Disney tickets. Is it still reservation only? Yeah, I think reservations will never go away, personally. I went to Publix today, your favorite place in Florida besides Disney World. Dude, love Publix. When do you think we will see character dining back? I think once they kind of release that hold on characters coming up and being able to hug them and all that, I think that's when you'll see that come back. Let me see here. Larry B sends $5 and says, "Spencer, it's a 140-year-old's..."
No.
Oh, sorry.
It's 140 years today that Pat Garrett took down Billy the Kid. Hope you guys are doing well. Wow. Good fact right there.
140-year-old, Katie. That's what I saw with my blurry eyes.
That Pat Garrett's 140? No,
yeah,
kidding.
I did.
I love that stuff, Larry.
Card.
I love the, that era, the Tombstone and the
Tombstone.
all that good stuff.
Nintendo.
Well, Billy the Kid. That was Young Guns. Was Billy
You
the
saw
Kid.
that too? But did he though? Sell some merch. Ooh, we have. All I can tell you is expect good merch coming.
Oh, Genevieve.
We're working on that.
Genevieve, who we met at the park, she says, "Got my results, guys. I'm kicking cancer legs butt."
Nice.
Yes.
That's so great.
We're sending all our positive vibes your way, and it's working. So everybody send Genevieve some positive love, and she is kicking the you-know-what out of cancer.
Beautiful. Also, speaking of some help here, Allie from Napa Valley has a GoFundMe for her, I want to say it's for her grandma or her Nana. So we're going to share the link to that GoFundMe in this description box once the video is uploaded. I don't know if Allie's here right now. Maybe she could post the link for you guys, but they're having some trouble with some burial costs. So I wanted to see if we can all help. So between those two, let's kind of keep them in our thoughts.
Yeah,
tonight,
and whatever we can do to help out.
When I can share the okay, Allie, if you could post the link to the GoFundMe for your Nana. I think it's your Nana. Please go ahead and do that in here. Okay, good. Awesome. And sending positive vibes. Katie, what are you drinking? I'm drinking Topo Chico, the lime flavor. Very good. It's kind of my treat because
La Croix.
It has sodium in it. That one doesn't. So I can't drink too much Topo Chico like I really would love to, but it's your noni. Aw. Let's see here. It will be my first time to Disneyland in December. Ooh, that's fun. Disney in December is amazing. It sure is. So another thing that we wanted to talk about is you've probably seen us hanging out with, so I'm not going to be able to look into the comments here for a minute because I want to describe all of this and talk about it. But another thing that we are going to make sure that we link in the description box once this video is completely uploaded is the podcast that Spencer talked about a little bit earlier. So Dylan is one of our absolute best friends. He basically is like family to us. And he also was one of the creators that Mark Bricky had on his podcast. And it's not just a podcast where someone is just kind of interviewing. He is also a YouTube creator and has been doing the podcast and doing so many amazing things for over a decade. Actually knows what he's talking about. He is able to make this like friendly conversation. He did it with us if you haven't listened to that yet, so I'm going to link both of those in the description. He also did Ordinary Adventures. So he did an amazing job with everybody.
And let me tell you, it's like a good talk show host or anybody who's an interviewer of long form interview. They make it so easy being the subject, but for the listener, it's very interesting. He's articulate. He's smart. He knows how to drive the conversation and to take it down roads that you maybe didn't expect. And it's really refreshing. And he listens as well as drives it at the same time. So as much as he's got control of it, he also lays back and knows when to allow the subject to talk and express themselves. He's so good at it.
We're definitely going to be, you definitely hear us talking about him a lot, but I think it's because, we're just kind of, whenever we find a creator that's really working hard and somebody that...
And who has real talent.
And that we're really like fangirling on, we just want to share it with you because that's kind of like what our whole theory of this channel is like living your best life. So if we're seeing something that we find to be like the best new thing right now, we want to share it with you. So on Mondays, so we got a chance to talk to him. On Mondays, he does a news live stream, and legitimately one of the best news live streams. I think him and David are my favorite people to go to, but they're both very different in their own ways. I think Mark Brickey is extremely talented. He does so much research and he gives you so many perspectives that I encourage you. Please go to his channel. It's Disneyland for Designers on YouTube, and go and listen on Mondays. And then I think on Tuesday he's going to try and do a more like edited vlog.
Right.
And then on Wednesdays, I believe that's when he's going to put up whatever podcast he does. He also puts it on YouTube because he realizes not everybody has like the whole Spotify, Apple Listen, whatever it may be. So, and then obviously he's going to do some more vlogs. So
and he's got really creative vlogs too. He's really made an effort to be kind of unique and authentic in his own way and provide a product that is, it's definitely his own, and it's really entertaining and fun, and it's got a pace that is just hold on tight.
Yeah.
And enjoy
just,
the ride, because it's you know, it's almost like being on Big Thunder with him. It's just you go and it's just like
right. And it also I would say, so I just want to be supporting these people that are newer to the platform, even though we're still pretty newer too. I would also go and check. Oh, good, Tim's here. I would also go check out Jinx Everywhere. Carter has a new channel. He's another one that we're watching here and there too. He is kind of more like where Dylan does, and he does theme parks. Like, he's very good with theme parks. He knows. He's knowledgeable. Whereas Bricky is more with Disneyland. Like, Disneyland is his bubble, his whole channel.
And his design background allows him to see it from a different perspective. Right.
So so then, and right now we're talking about newer channels. We're not talking about like, you know, ones that have been around and doing this, you know, whatever. But I would say, you know, please go check out Jinx Everywhere and Disneyland for Designers. Do yourself the best. Give yourself a gift. Yeah. This is an infomercial. Give yourself a gift and go and hit subscribe. It is completely free.
Also,
they won't disappoint you.
Buku Adventures.
Stars, they're just like us.
Buku Adventures, BOOKOO. Really refreshing content. Wonderful people.
Funny,
great attitude. Really funny. Yeah, check Buku Adventures out as well. We love their stuff, and
like literally funny and cute
and unique,
and relatable.
And they have some segments within their vlogs that I've never seen anybody do.
Yes, and I see a lot of you suggesting other channels that you know that we love and care about, but we're talking about new channels here. We're highlighting people that have near 10,000 subscribers. We're not talking about people that have 50 and above. We're talking about ones that we want to see grow because they deserve it. They are putting it in, and they are kicking butt, and I mean, just incredible.
And it's not easy starting out and being passionate and creative.
Wonders of Magic, Paul's Disney. Is it Disney Adventures or Disneyland?
Paul's Theme Park Adventures.
That's what we're... Yes, screwed me up the way you read
and
that.
Wonders of Magic as well, yes, absolutely.
There's just a lot of good... Like, they're working really hard, and we just really, you know, people we believe in. Yeah. Somebody asked about merchandise. So that's something that we had a meeting about today, finally.
Oh, and one more, Disney Adventure Vlogs. That's it. Okay, good.
Disney Adventure. Oh, yes. So we had a meeting today, and we are finally going to start working on merchandise. It is going to be great. We're so excited. All I can say is that we had a meeting about it, and it's going to happen. It's happening. And it's really exciting. So please make sure to stay tuned for that. It's going to be exciting. Okay, Raymond sends $5 and says, Mom wants to know if Disney still have the teacup ride. Yes, they do in both parks in the America. I almost said America. Pavilion.
Oh my God.
Christopher sends $5 and says, but how can I possibly leave you? Kenzie, stars. They're just like us. There's Carter right there. I think he is in the chat. Right, that's the one we were talking about. Booga Booga tickets. That's the guy we're talking about. Please go subscribe to his channel. Danny sends $5 and says, hey guys, not a theme park related, but I wanted to ask, are you guys wrestling fans too? If so, I know I love you guys even more. I am a wrestling fan. Spencer is not. I love it.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to it. It's just that it's...
Excuse me.
You know, I have a ton of other things that I consume.
Michelle sends $10 and says, cool hat, Spencer.
Thank you.
I'm just going back real quick. I think I got everybody. Rachel sends $5 and says, booked a trip to Disney for August 15th and 16th. I hope I can run into you guys. If so, I'll have to FaceTime my aunt, Disney Nana, so she can meet you too. That'd be awesome. I don't really have a lot of August park plans yet. Let's see. Sarah sends $5 and says, are children still required to wear masks indoors on Disney property still? Love you both. Yes, they are, but only indoors. Let's see here. Where do we go? I want to make sure I got... Oh, Big Timber Films. I love Bricky's terminology and love of design. Here's some cash for extra eye drops. Hope you feel better. Thank you so much. I have them. I just forgot to put them in, and I forgot to take my actual allergy pill. So that...
Katie, quick question. Dawn says, will you write these channels out in the description somewhere? By the way, do you think Edge will take down the belt from Roman this Sunday?
I'm going to say yes.
Wow.
I'm going to go ahead and say yes.
Wow.
I very much do. And
I say wow like I know what I'm talking about, but I have no idea what
you watched Edge
I know who Edge
the
is.
Royal Rumble.
Yeah. And I've heard you talk about Roman, so I kind of...
Yes.
Yeah.
Joy sends $10. Thank you. I'm going to actually write them down in our chat here on Spencer's computer. If he would switch me places real quick, I'm going to write down the two channel names that we were talking about real quick.
Okay.
Adventure.
Oh, you're going to do it in the chat. I was like, where are you going to write it?
Yes. Adventures in Design and Jinx Everywhere. Those are the ones I was talking about. Those are the ones we're highlighting. Let's see. Edge hype in the chat. I can hear the entrance theme in my head. Me too. Me too, my friends. Oh, good, you're typing. Thank you.
I'm doing a few more.
Yes, just type them out. Throw them out there. He's trying to type some more. Any news about making a Hocus Pocus area soon? No, I haven't seen that. Fireworks are in 10 minutes if you're on the Mattercam live Disneyland webcam. Yeah, we'll end up ending this chat in like a couple more minutes. If you have any more questions, send them. Planet Jajuda sends $5. It says, hope to see you Saturday. Also, do you have any recommendations for the 5th rooftop bar? We will be there Friday night. We actually never went there. It wasn't like something we really wanted to do, but I will definitely try that sometime and let you know. Jessica sends $5 and says, I sent you guys an awesome present. Jessica from Oakland, wondering if you got it. We have not been near that P.O. box in a while. We'll try and get that later, or probably the beginning of next week. My wife and I would go nuts if we ran into you guys. That would be so good. Fireworks are every night, weather permitting. But then if you're talking about the Halloween Screams fireworks, I think those are just Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. When I keep saying that's like my biggest pet peeve, and I keep doing it.
That's karma.
I said this time. What are your predictions on the Fast Pass returning? And if you believe that, another time I'm gonna recommend you to go over to Adventures in Design and go listen to Timothy AF. Go over to Adventures in Design. Type out Adventures in Design real quick one more time, because that's what I'm talking about.
Hold on, I'm just doing AF real quick.
Real quick. Type in Adventures in Design, because I need you to go listen to what he says about the Fast Passes. I promise you will have just stuff like that. Just go to his channel. Yeah. Thank us later. Go hit subscribe. Encourage these creators. Please do it. Okay, with that being said, though, we are going to wrap it up, because we have...
Gonna wrap it up.
We have fireworks to watch on the Mattercam live stream.
What's the matter, Cam? What's the matter?
Let's see. What food are you dying to come back?
Yes, I did type in buku. I'll do it again, but...
Yes. We typed in... You can go back and watch the live stream in the live chat, and you'll see. And then everybody, please continue to pray for our friend. And then Allie from Napa Valley, please feel free to post your, what's it called again? GoFundMe.
Yeah.
And we will all see what we can do for that. And I'll try to put it in the description box below. I just got to remember I have to put those things in the description box below.
Lock it in,
Okay.
Katie. Lock it in.
I will lock it in. If she didn't get it in the chat, if she did, then that's good. Okay, you posted it on our Facebook wall. Okay, perfect. Good, there it is.
Cool.
Anyways, thank you guys so much for tonight. I am going to go to sleep very soon because I look forward to waking up and taking my allergy pill and not having itchy eyes. Yay. Raymond sends $5, says, are you going to Epcot in September, and do they have a scooter for handicap? Not sure if we'll be there in September.
But yes, they have scooters, I believe.
Mm-hmm. All Disney parks have handicap accessibility.
And then on your way out, you guys, make sure to hit that thumbs up if you had fun in here, and if you want to help us out, it helps us out. Mm-hmm. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe. If you are not notified, hit the bell notification so that you know when the videos drop, when we go live. It just keeps you informed, and you don't have to really search too much.
And a big thank you to our Patreon members. We really
Yes.
appreciate everybody who has taken the time to either donate one time or to donate
Indeed.
monthly. There's a lot of you that are donating monthly, and we want you to know that it doesn't go unnoticed. We thank you, and it truly means a lot to us.
It goes into the product that you see.
Yeah, it really does.
So it's a big support for us. And again, thumbs up on the way out. Thanks for watching. We will see you guys next time on Best Life and Beyond and on What's Happening Wednesday lives.
Mm-hmm.